So now, after successfully saving our matches to our database, now it's time we make use of this tab right here where we can show our current matches. So now, let's go back to our editor. In here, let's create a new component because right now we want all of this to be a Livewire component so that it will make it easier for us to update these values in real time when other components have also been updated. So let's go ahead and create a new Livewire component. In here we can say PHP artisan make Livewire. Let's create a components folder. Make sure it's lowercase. There, components.tabs. Alright, now after creating the tabs component, now let's go to our app layout. This one, app blade. Now in here, we can simply, let's move all the content of this one, the tab section. Let's move it to our tabs that we just created, the tabs component. So here, we're going to copy this section, cut this, press Ctrl C or Command C. In here, let's now type Livewire components.tabs / close that. And here after Livewire, make sure this is a full colon, not a dot. Alright, now let's open our tabs blade file, this one. And inside here, let's now paste this tab section inside. Alright, now if we go, nothing should change on our part here on our tabs. Now let's go ahead and start working on this. So as we start, in here, make sure the tab is 1 here so we can not click every time we want to check it out. And then in our matches, here in the matches, you see we have this one which says 12. Right now it is static, but let's make it dynamic. Here, first of all, we're going to, let's get off user matches, let's get the count. Alright, now if you check it out, right now, you refresh the page, you see that now the count here is 0, and this is not really convenient. I mean, it's showing the count, but it is not really convenient. So let's go ahead and change this such that, let's wrap this, press Ctrl C there, Command C. Let's say if, and then let's paste this one in here. So here we're going to check if the count, let's copy this count. If the count is greater than 0, then we're going to show the count number. Otherwise, don't show any number here, just to give a good user experience. Now, the number 0 here is gone. Alright, after getting that, now let's go here, let's open our tabs, the Livewire component. In here it's going to be very simple actually. Let's create a matches variable, auth user matches count, and then let's pass the matches here to our blade. Here we can say matches is equals to, or I point that to rather, okay, make sure it's matches, this one. Right. Now after doing that, now let's go ahead and actually loop through these matches. So let's go to our tabs. Here in our tabs, in our matches, here, which is the matches and the messages. So for us right now, our focus is on the matches. In the matches, before we're using the for loop, this one. So for us, we're going to remove this. Let's delete that. Delete the end for too. Here, let's create for each as match. Let's cut this end for each, wrap this element inside. Here we can create as $i pointer to match, because we want to get different images for this one, for the I as a key. Now after getting that, here let's change the name to match username. Actually, the match does not have a user. It has a swipe 1 and swipe 2. So now how do we identify the other user in this swipe? So we're going to do something very special. Just remove everything inside. We're going to get the match. For the match, we're going to get swipe 1. The swipes table has a user ID, if you remember. So we're going to get the user ID for this swipe 1. We're going to check if this user ID is equal to the current auth ID, question mark is outside brackets. If this is true, then the match ID we want to show is for the other user swipe 2. So it's going to be swipe 2 user name. Otherwise, show nothing. Now if you go, if you refresh, oh yeah, this must be an int given. What did we do wrong? The matches, here in the matches, oh yeah, forgive me on here. Here, make sure this is get, not count. All right, now if we look through these matches, if we refresh the page, now it should work. Currently, there's no matches because this is a new user, but before we actually start swiping, we need to listen to when a match has been created. And thankfully for us, when the swipe is created or when the match is found, we have a dispatched event called match found event. So let's listen to that and use that to refresh our component. So with that, we can go to our tabs in here. After X data, we can simply create at match found dot, make sure you add dot window. And then we can do $wire and again $, make sure I add a $sign here, refresh. These are just some helpers that come with the latest Livewire. So now we can go ahead and refresh the page. All right. Now, if I go to this user and refresh the page too, now let me try to swipe on this user. Swipe right, right, right. And go to the other user. Now watch here on the left as I swipe right. The match is found. Good. I can close this and you can see on the left our match count is now 1 and our match is now shown here with this user that we just matched. So it's working fine. And I think that is it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.